Stardate 8302, I think. I don't never pay attention. So Dylan asked on Sunday some cosplays that I would like to do but haven't done yet. Some characters I'd like to cosplay. Um, and it's actually kind of easy, even though, because I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I like cosplaying, but I'm not as into it as some people are. So I have a pretty short list, but a pretty important list. Um, the first one is that I would love to do Sumeragi, and I'm going to do Sumeragi. She's from Gundam Double O. She's a tactical forecaster. I would love to do Sumeragi, and I'm probably going to for Youmacon. It's going to be a lot of fun. What else I'm considering doing for Youmacon is Rena from um, Higurashi or When They Cry. I would love. I don't know why Rena so much. It's not like I like her better than any other character. She's definitely not my favorite. But on the same line, I'd also like to do Mion. But I think I'd like to do Rena first. I think maybe because I carried a hatchet. That would be fun. Not a real hatchet because that's not allowed at conventions. Um, I would also like to do Tieria from Gundam Double O. I think just because he wears glasses and so it's easy to do, but also because he kind of looks like a girl. So while all the other Gundam pilots in Double O are very obviously guys, it's harder to cross-play them. Um, but Tieria's pretty simple because Tieria has glasses and Tieria looks like a girl. So that works. Uh, Other than that, there aren't a lot. I'd like to do some of those like human-esque Pokemon where you have like an outfit that resembles something that's a Pokemon, but I just haven't figured out the proper way to do that. I'd actually like to do at a convention, since the convention is 3 days long, I'd like to do all three original starters, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. I don't know if I do that in reverse order of my favorites. So least favorite to favorite. Um, but I'd like to do that because I'm an old school Pokemon person, so I much prefer the original starters over any of the other starters. But I just haven't figured out how to do that properly yet, how I would like to do that. I also want to do Gyarados, which I actually have figured out. I've seen a fan art that I want to do of that. And so um, I will eventually maybe do that. That would be cool because Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon. So mm. But I do like Dylan's idea that this week we talk specifically about cosplay. So my question for David, I know you've never been to a convention, so you've never cosplayed, and I don't want to continue the same question, but what are some cosplays that you would like to see if you were to go to a convention? Some characters that if you saw them, like for example, when I was at Youmacon the second year, I freaked out when I saw a lock-on Stratus from Gundam Double O. I saw him walking toward the escalator and I screamed and chased him. He didn't realize I chased him, but I was very excited. So there are specific characters that I get very excited when I see. Naraku is another one. Naraku from Inuyasha. I love seeing Naraku's. There's a really great one at Youmacon. But so David, your question is going to be, what character would you like to see cosplayed at a convention? Not one that you would like to do, but a character that you would like to see and to take a picture of, or tear apart the costume because it's not quite perfect. Because I do that too sometimes. I'm like, that's a character that I love, but the cosplay is not awesome. They should have done it this way. But I don't know. That's my question for you, David, and I will see you guys next week. And David, we will see you tomorrow.